Hey guys, Todd here with Doc Goodale. Welcome back. In this video, what we're gonna cover is some nutrition strategies to get jacked, feel jacked. So Doc's gonna run you through those strategies. He's not gonna talk about getting jacked. He's gonna give you the good stuff, the real medical terms. I always translate it into something that I like. So here we go, boys.
Okay, two strategies we're gonna focus on, guys. First strategy is the caloric deficit. We talk about this in a lot of other videos. We just can't get around it. If we want to look good, we got to go into a caloric deficit, and we got to do that with diet, guys. We can't try to do that with training. I'm gonna get into that in another video, but for today's video, I want you to think about the caloric deficit predominantly comes from our diet. And what that means is we need to eat less than what we're expending. And a great way to know if we're doing this, right, is just to do something simple like tracking your body weight. Track your body weight consistently, and if your body weight's going down over time consistently, then you know you're in a deficit. If it's not, you got to make an adjustment. Doesn't have to be major. I actually would suggest that it's not major. You know, make a small little change, track it again, and see if it makes a difference. If it doesn't, you know, reassess and make the next little change. If you're making huge changes all the time, guys, you're not going to know what's working. So rule number one, you got to create that deficit.
Okay, nice. And these are the things that you'll start to notice when you've got that deficit rocking out. You're going to start to notice vascularity, right? That's the first thing that I notice, certainly in my arms. But those are from an appearance standpoint. When you see that guy walking down the street, you're like, dude, that guy's jacked. He might not even be that big, but super vascular, and he looks lean, looks fit. That comes from a good management of your nutritional strategy, caloric deficit being one of them, until you find that maintenance for that body composition level that you want to be at. So what's the next thing?
Okay, next strategy, guys, is focusing on quality foods. Now, I'm not telling you to go and spend your whole paycheck at Whole Foods, eat everything organic and all the like. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying though, is you got to predominantly eat whole food sources, and those foods have to be unprocessed, and they got to be coming from, a decent source. You got to spend a little bit of money on that good food. Reason being, guys, is it's just going to help you feel better. And if you feel better, you're going to be able to perform better. And if you perform better, you train harder, you're going to see better results. The other little thing I'm going to tell you guys is if you eat high quality food, guess what with high quality food? It's typically really low in caloric density. What does that mean? Fancy word for a lot of food, there's less calories in it. Highly processed food, it's tiny, right? Like think of a Snickers bar. It's like that. It's like my two thumbs together. That Snicker, it is good, but that Snicker bars is going to be probably anywhere from 250 to 300 calories. If I wanted to eat 250 to 300 calories of, say, strawberries, I'm eating a bowl that's probably the size of my two palms put together. So if we're in a deficit and I can eat more food, guess what? I'm going to be more satisfied and I'm going to feel more full, because one of the ways that we feel full is that our stomach actually needs to physically distend, and the only way we can do that is by putting volume of mass in that stomach. So guys, it's going to pay dividends for you, because one, you're going to feel way better. We know we all feel like, we all do it. I'm not sitting here preaching to you guys saying I don't have the occasional Snickers bar. You mean we're just coming off Christmas?
I do.
Yeah.
And pizza.
Yeah.
And beer.
Toblerones,
but
some chocolate chip cookies.
Not all of it.
You know what I mean? It's fun. But we know how we feel after that, right? And when we feel that way, we're just not going to perform our best. So if we're doing all this hard, heavy lifting by trying to eat really well and in that deficit, let's put ourselves in the best position so that when we get in the gym, if we get on the track, if we get out on the trails, we can do as best as we can. Okay, so those are those two key strategies, Todd. Caloric deficit, quality foods.
Whole foods, love it. All right, guys, that's it for this one. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Any questions, put it in the comments below. We'll get back to you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're always here putting out content for you. You can probably see us maybe on TikTok. He'll be doing some dancing.
Dancing.
Just kidding. See you in the next one, boys. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.